We all love Zecora. Zecora is literally a different breed from the other characters in Friendship is Magic. Exotically beautiful, wise, patient, but also witty with the comebacks, Zecora has an air of the sage about her. Her patience and her knowledge of the arcane and occult makes her a great mentor for Applebloom and Twilight, when Cheerilee and Celestia respectively are unavailable. But, have you really sat down and thought about Zecora? If you have you realized that Zecora is problematic? JetBlue goes extensively into the issue of tokenism with Zecora in his My Little Pomo blog and books, so I'm not really going to touch on that today. Instead, let's try to answer this question. Is Zecora a magical Negro? Literalists might look at that term and shout, "She's African-influenced and has a strong knowledge of potions, so of course she is. What's wrong with a black character that knows magic?" First of all, that's not really what that term means. Second, let's clear that up with defining it. The term is hard to pin down, but it's a variation on the sage archetype. It's a person of African or Afro-American lineage who possesses vaguely defined wisdom of an esoteric nature and/or vaguely defined magical abilities, whose sole purpose in a narrative is to aid a white protagonist. They have no backstory and very little character development. They just materialize out of the blue, fully formed. Now, do you see why this is a problematic type? It's not a maliciously racist type per se. It's misguided and patronizing, based on a separate set of stereotypes. The Magical Negro is a noble savage, more primitive and, quote, closer to the earth. They come to free the white protagonist from the limitations of material knowledge. Certainly a noble and useful goal, and the goal of any sage type, from Yoda to Merlin to Gandalf. But they remain subservient to the white characters, not even given the chance to have their own story, let alone the opportunity to tell it. With that knowledge, is Zecora a magical Negro? Sadly, I'd say yes. This shouldn't scare you away from liking her. She's a likable character for the traits outlined before. But let's not deny the facts here, folks. Zecora, outside of bridal gossip, has never really been given her own story. In fact, bridal gossip is even questionable, as it's not really a story about Zecora so much as a story about how ponies react to Zecora, based on a lack of understanding about her. Every other time we see her, it's to serve as a mentor or advisor to Applebloom and Twilight. The most egregious example of this is her involvement in the Season 4 premiere, where she shows up just to deliver the magical man-juice potion, and that's the last we see of her the entire fucking season, which is absolute bullcock! Now, the question is, can this be fixed? Definitely and easily. Jed's solution to the tokenism issue is simple and elegant. More zebras, representing a cross-section of African cultures. I think mine is even more simple and elegant for this issue. A day in the life of Zecora. Give us an episode that tells us who Zecora is, gives us a glimpse of where she came from, and hints at any goals and motivations she has. She doesn't need to be Zenith from Fallout Equestria, but something even a third as thoughtful as that would be awesome. Next time, we're going to discuss why Diamond Tiara is a beyond problematic pony, and wade into that eternal parenting debates. Nature